Yo, what it do? He just released a video on their Road to Glory deep dive. Well, just is a relative term. It was like 4 days ago. So, a little bit late. Again, a little bit late. I apologize. I don't. But since they released their trailer 4 days ago, I wanted to watch it. I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the entire thing. So, thought I'd watch the entire thing on this channel. I'd love to give my thoughts, opinions, and kind of see what they've improved upon, what they've added, what they've taken away, and kind of where they're wanting to go with Road to Glory this year. Because that was my favorite game mode. I played a ton of Road to Glory. I'm looking forward to 26 Road to Glory. Obviously, we know that high school is going to be in it. And there's some other cool stuff that they've added. I heard it looks pretty cool, so we're going to take a look at the video, and we'll go from there. Which, hey, off rip, I know I'm just pausing it, but this is going to be in the game as well, where you're going to be able to walk out of the tunnel with your team. That's awesome.
Follow your career from high school recruit all the way to NFL legend. With Road to Glory in EA Sports College Football 26 and Superstar in Madden NFL 26. First, create and customize your player and select a position archetype.
It's a bummer they didn't add any more positions. I feel like that wouldn't have been too terribly hard to do. I don't know. Could be wrong. If you saw the last video, gadget player, come on. Pocket passer, dual threat, backfield creator, pure runner. Interesting.
Variety of positions. Then begin completely new options across the.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what backfield creator and pure runner are gonna be, but dual threat looks like it's the move. Extender, option king, dot, and mobile resistance. Good lord.
Variety of positions. Then begin your legacy as a high school recruit. The foundation of your entire career hinges on weekly high school recruit.
In Team Builder, create your own high school. W.
The foundation of your entire career.
So it looks like you just get individual challenges. We're not going to be able to play the whole game, which is a bummer. I wonder, do you have any influence on which schools get a score boost, a tape score boost each week? Or is it totally random?
Career hinges on weekly themes based on your archetype, each offering unique gameplay opportunities to impact your tape score and star.
Oh, nice. I like you can get, it'll show your national, state, and position ranking. That's sweet.
Rating. For example,
bump you up to a 5-star recruit.
To impact your tape score and star rating. For example, a pocket passer quarterback might face a lockdown corner week. Within that week, you'll have the option to choose 4 key moments to play from the game, each centered around the.
Is this just something they did for the trailer, or is that actually going to be on the
theme to show
in the game? Because if that's actually in the game, that's kind of annoying.
Showcase your skills in critical situations. It's your chance to capture the attention of your favorite college program.
Okay, so you've got coach reaching out to you
and meet their recruiting requirements. Performance-based scholarships will be offered. And in a highly competitive recruiting class, you'll compete against a dynamic pool of others for
the hats. That's so sick. Be able to choose the hat of the school you're going to. That's awesome.
It offers. The sooner you decide, the better your chances to secure a coveted roster spot before it's gone.
That's super cool. Oh, and they can revoke your scholarship. Interesting. Okay.
To add depth to every Road to Glory experience, we're introducing Coach Happiness.
Mentioned in the last video the influence 2K's had on this game, and you can see it again here with the little performance indicator in the top left.
To add introducing Coach
Too much yapping again. I gotta go back.
Every Road to Glory experience, we're introducing Coach Happiness, a new measure of your coach's short-term perception of you as a player. While Coach Trust remains an important part of your long-term development, Coach Happiness.
So Coach Trust is still going to be responsible for getting extra plays. You also unlock more hot routes. Coach Trust has a lot more impact this year, it looks like, because it not only gives you extra plays, but it's also going to affect your hot routes. It's going to affect how many plays you have. It's going to affect how many times you can change the play. It's going to affect if you can do audibles and adjust the protections or not. So I like that a lot. And then the Coach Happiness, is that literally just going to affect how much Coach Trust you get? Is that it? So if Coach is happy, you get more, and if Coach is not, you get less?
Offers a more short-term evaluation, impacting your experience week to week, and is influenced.
But it only impacts you week to week because Coach Trust impacts you week to week?
By your actions off the field, your experience week to week, and is influenced by your actions off the field and your performance on it. Speaking of on-field performance.
So it's literally just like Coach Trust, but like they've added a hot or cold element to it. And if you make good decisions or you're hot on the field, then you get a higher Coach Trust multiplier. And if not, you get a lower multiplier. Interesting.
The new per-play grading system, as well as Coach Happiness field performance, and your performance on it. Speaking of on-field performance, the new per-play grading system, as well as Coach Happiness, can determine whether you stay in the game or risk being benched or worse, suspended. So
suspended. Imagine you make such a bad play that Coach suspends you for the season. What did he say here?
Play grading system, as well as Coach
individual play grading system. The 2K influence. I imagine you start out at C, and then as you do better, you bump up to B and A+, and if you do worse, you're going to knock down to D and F.
Field performance, the new per-play grading system.
Which I like, by the way. I think that's a good ad.
As well as Coach Happiness can determine.
What's your reaction to this, and do you believe the coach's decision was warranted?
Whether you stay in the game or...
I really don't care about his opinion. He's never liked me, so I'm getting benched. It's really that simple. That's a bold response.
Risk being benched or...
Yeah, no, I bet Coach wasn't too happy about that statement.
Worse, suspended. So manage your weekly priorities while...
This looks the exact same. They didn't change anything about this. You literally just have a Coach Happiness multiplier. You literally just have a Coach Happiness multiplier now.
Wisely. Focus on grades, team chemistry, and practice time to keep your coach happy and earn more playing time. Collect titles and awards and look back at all the hardware you...
CFB history. That was a real basic thing that I'm glad they finally, well, not finally, but I'm glad they added this year.
You've earned during your college career in the new trophy room.
Yes. Thank God. So frustrating. I'm going through a road to glory right now. It's like my 5th quarterback one, and I just won the Heisman twice. Go to my awards. It says there's nothing there. How unsatisfying is that? Thank God they fixed that this year.
Win 3 Heismans on your road to glory? Show them off. Maybe you won the Natty or a few. But this time, your story doesn't end with the college championship. This time, your story doesn't end with the college championship.
Looks pretty cool.
Continue your football journey, taking it seamlessly to the next level.
All right, we can stop the video here. I'm just kidding. But they really do need to fix Madden. Good Lord. Come on, guys. How do you make college football? Great game. looks like you fixed a lot of things that we asked, and Madden fucking is hot garbage every single year. What are we doing, guys?
The NFL. Enhance your NFL draft experience by importing your Road to Glory player into Madden NFL 26's Superstar mode, giving you a unique opportunity to aim for a top 5 pick. Your college performance can give you a head start in establishing yourself in the NFL, impacting every...
I did buy Madden last year, I'm ashamed to admit, because I wanted to try this transition from college to NFL. It was fucking terrible. It was no fun at all. And it looked exactly like this. I don't know if any of you guys played it, but this looks exactly the same, so I'm not super confident in this. It doesn't look like they changed it at all.
Everything from your draft position to your new sphere of influence.
Ooh, what is this?
Your football legacy isn't just about...
Hey, I did see this. I saw a TikTok of this, that they added juking for the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. Love that. They need to add that. That better be in the next college football game as well. It'd be so disappointing to have it in Madden and not have it in the new college game.
Legacy isn't just about how you play on game. It's about all of the decisions you make and the connections you build along the way.
New connection tattoo artist. Why? Who asked for this? They're really doing the most.
All new sphere of influence system places you at the center of a dynamic network of relationships. New sphere of influence system.
Nice.
Places you at the center of a dynamic network of relationships. Every interaction with your sphere of influence presents a meaningful choice that will impact your future. Every week in the NFL presents players with moments that ultimately determine how their career unfolds. New Game Day Beats presents fresh and authentic NFL narratives that dictate your focus from week to week. Take on new challenges tailored to your specific career chapter, each with unique gameplay objectives from your coach and gameplay modifiers that raise the stakes.
Isn't this like the biggest thing that they're pitching? Gameplay modifiers, heavy snow, change of directions worsens, each corner by a higher force of hubble. Cool. I mean, yeah, that's good. That's one thing out of 45,000 things that you could fix about this game, and it's not even in the top 100.
Find an answer to your rival's blitz-heavy defensive scheme, or upset a top seed in a road playoff game. Go from first overall pick to MVP, or take a tougher path to solidify your football legacy.
Okay, I do like that. I mean, you know, choose who you get, demand a trade to. That's cool. One thumb up.
A tougher path to solidify your football legacy. Pre-order the MVP bundle today. Includes both EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden NFL.
Well, I will say Madden looks the exact same. And once again, I will not be purchasing Madden this year.
Follow your career from high school.
Road to Glory looks like they changed a lot of things about it. There's a lot of new stuff with high school that, well, all of high school is new. There's some stuff that I think, you know, we could maybe improve upon next year just looking at it, but haven't even played it yet. So looks like they've added a lot of cool stuff to Road to Glory. Looking forward to playing that. Can't say the same for Madden, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and pull this up. In listening to our players, a few clear themes emerged. First, players wanted a more meaningful recruiting experience, more agency in deciding where they go to school, and more control over the moments that lead there. Second, while coach trust was a strong foundation for getting on the field, players wanted more tension, more rewards, and more to chase once they earned the starting job. Is that where they added the coach happiness? And third, players wanted a better way to track their achievements and celebrate everything they'd earned across their career. I assume they're talking about the trophy room on that one. College Football 26, we built directly on that feedback as part of our multi-year vision, expanding Road to Glory in ways that do. By the way, multi-year vision, that's good to know. I've seen that in a few of these blogs that they have a multi-year vision for what they want this game to be. I think every year we're going to see improvements and iterations on this game. And in 5 years, this game could look totally different than what it looks like now. There are 4 distinct starting points: elite, blue chip, contributor, and underdog. Elite 5-star prospects start with 1 gold and 1 silver ability. Blue chip 4-star prospects begin with 1 silver ability, and the other 2 won't have any. Certain schools may be more or less interested in your archetype depending on how well you fit their scheme. Okay, cool. So if you're a speedy wide receiver, you're going to work really well at a school like Oregon or Coastal Carolina. And if you're a brute force power running back, then Iowa's going to be interested in you, or Michigan or something like that. So makes it more realistic that the team's actually looking to fill, somebody that'll fit their scheme, which is cool. After selecting your archetype, it's time to customize your player. Choose where you're starting from. This decision isn't just cosmetic, it directly influences recruiting. Local and in-state schools will show stronger interest looking to lock down top regional talent. That means you can't go out of state. That doesn't mean you can't go out of state, but it will take more to earn those offers early. Next, set your high school name and mascot. There are 6 presets mascots to choose from. Lame. I think everybody's just going to use a team builder. If not, if you're not going to make one, find one. It'll be better than the 6 teams that they created for us, I guarantee you. Once your school is set, it's time to focus on your appearance and style. Choose from body types, including the newly added lean frame that reflects long, wiry athletes. Equip your player with that on-field drip, then fine-tune how they move on game day. This is similar to what I like about 2K in the fact that you can customize everything from the shooting motion to how they dribble, really everything about, get super specific with your player. I was hoping they would do this. I really hope that the next iteration of this is they start adding different throwing types, but I know they have that here, but per player. So have, Russell Wilson's throwing motion, have Baker's throwing motion, and you could even, it'd be kind of hard to do some of these college guys because they're so in and out, but have some of the pros on here that you can mimic their style and throwing motion, just similar to 2K. And same thing with the stances and the wide receiver stance. If you could go up and do the Ashton Genty, that'd be sweet. Love that they added different body types, so you can actually change your body type to fit your position. You would keep competing for offers against other recruits as part of a 4,100 player recruiting class, where schools are targeting other players at your position. It's going to be pretty competitive. So it's all going to be about choosing these moments, winning these moments, and building your tape. So this is just talking about the different moments that you're going to go through. I do wish they let you just play the whole game if you wanted to. It's kind of a bummer that they just limit you to the moments, because you're not going to have a say over, you're not going to have as much of a say over if your team wins or the score or anything like that. It's just going to be your pure performance, which is cool, but I wish you could play the whole game and they still somehow incorporate these moments into it. I think this is going to be the coolest part of the high school journey, is being able to watch your star ranking go up and then watch how far you climb in the national, state, and position rankings every single week, and seeing if you can get to the top recruit in the nation. That's pretty cool. So star ratings directly affect strength of scholarships, determines starting attributes and abilities once you reach college. Players who finish as a 4 or 5-star recruit will also unlock the ability to select an additional mental ability before leaving high school. So every week you're going to get high school scenarios with coaches reaching out to you. Highlight moments. In addition to coaches pitching you on their program, some schools will challenge you directly, asking you to put a specific skill on tape that aligns with what they're looking for. These are called highlight moments, and they're among the most intense opportunities in your recruiting journey. Basically what this is a coach is going to reach out to you from a certain school, and it's going to be a certain request that they want to see from you. And if you complete it, you get 6x the tape score. And if not, it's going to hurt your chances with that school. Earning a scholarship is just a milestone, but it's not the beginning. Not all scholarships are created equal. Each one comes with its own tier, bonuses, and risks. Okay. Thomas Swipe Right. Nice. Once you receive an offer, your next goal is to improve it. Scholarship tiers are dynamic. They can go up or down based on how you're performing, how schools view you, and what's happening in the recruiting world around you. Interesting. Okay, so basically what this means is there's going to be different scholarships with different tiers. It looks like there's going to be up to 6 tiers of this. And if you're all the way up at tier 6, you're going to have extra skill points, higher starting coach trust, additional XP, and higher values on all of those weekly activities you can do, like leadership, training, social media, those kind of things. And you'll be able to view those after you receive the scholarship under the recruiting tab. Senior night. This is so cool that they added this into the game. At the end of your high school season, you'll get one last chance to leave it all on the field. This is your capstone moment, a final opportunity to showcase your growth, your tape, and everything you've built throughout this season. Basically, after your senior night, they're gonna have a whole presentation. You're gonna walk out with the flowers. You're gonna have your game. It'll be your last chance to prove yourself on the field, and then from there, you're gonna narrow it down to your top 3 schools, which are what we saw in the trailer with the 3 different hats. Where you'll pick on signing day. The scene is set in your high school gymnasium with hats laid out for each school in your top 3. This is your moment, and how you handle it's up to you. Want to fake out the crowd? Go ahead and pick up a hat just to put it down. Want to throw one across the gym for dramatic effect? You can do that too. Oh, that's great. There are going to be so many good moments with this, with just faking people out, and that's so cool. Little detail, again, that, Madden would never add in a million years. Little detail that's super cool that is going to be a lot of fun to mess around with. Boy, all that. So we just got halfway through this blog, and we're just now to college. Keep in mind, it was just college last year. So we still got half of this to go. So everybody, there's a quick round of applause for EA. Good job. To better reflect a real week in the life of a student athlete, we've updated the energy system in College Football 26. Now you'll have 5 energy points on a short week, 6 on a regular week, and 7 on a bye week. I like that. That's a little small tweak, but that's cool. They said that you can't max out everything, and so it looks like this year choosing one path is going to negatively affect the other paths more than it did last year. And they added that season and career long wear and tear. I don't know how I feel about it. Again, it looks like you can edit it, but I don't like I can't say I don't like it. I haven't seen it, but not overly positive about it. NIL deals. This year we've expanded the system with over 35 new NIL deals, giving you a wider range of partnerships to pursue. We've also completely rebalanced NIL payouts, making deals more meaningful and more rewarding than before. Most notably, NIL deals can now pay out skill points, giving you another powerful path to progression just beyond just on-field performance. Here's a little more detail on what we saw in the video with what the coach trust is actually going to influence this year. It's not just going to be how many times you can change the play during a game. It's going to affect that, plus it's going to be the number of plays, if you can audible hot routes, protections, and even defensive adjustments. If you're on defense, that makes sense. This is a lot more realistic, I think, because in real life, the more a coach trusts a player, the more they're going to be involved in the offense and have a say in things. And so being able to get more plays, you're going to learn as you learn the offense better, you're going to know the hot routes, know which protections to slide in, all that good stuff. So I think this is a good addition, because last year coach trust was it was important for starting. That was about it. But once you got to a certain threshold where you were, you had more coach trust than everybody else, it kind of didn't matter at that point. So now this makes it more, meaningful. While coach trust reflects your long-term growth, it does not capture how your coach feels about you in the moment based off of your performance on and off the field and decision-making. I didn't read that right, but that's fine. In College Football 26, we're introducing Coach Happiness, which is a direct reflection of how your coach feels about you right now. It's short-term, week-to-week system that reacts to your in-game performance and off-field decisions. It can make or break your spot on the depth chart, which is fine. I don't think it's not like, ooh, crazy or anything like that, but I don't think it's a bad thing either. During gameplay, we've introduced a new Road to Glory camera options based directly on player feedback to help you see the field from better angles and feel more connected to the action. As you start to cook and your player becomes him, the environment will begin to react to you. You'll see fans holding signs with your name on them. Some will even have your name painted across their chests. I was making fun of the first sentence, but that is pretty cool, actually. Your starting grade is determined by your coach happiness level. Players with low coach happiness will start with a lower grade and have a much shorter leash as a result. So the coach happiness does play a little bit more of effect. Earlier in the trailer, I assume you start at just a C rating and either go up and down from there. But it looks like your coach happiness is going to affect where you start. And if your coach is happier with you, you're going to start higher and vice versa. If your grade falls to an F, you'll be benched for a quarter. When you return, you'll start with a D+. One more chance to prove yourself. But mess up again, and your coach won't hesitate to pull you out a second time. At the end of the game, your final grade determines what rewards or consequences you earn. So number of followers, player XP, coach trust, and coach happiness. So that grade is going to be the main thing in this. That sounds like that's going to be the main change in this Road to Glory, is your main concern in each game should be that grade and making sure you're getting a high grade, because that's going to affect how fast you XP, or how fast you gain XP and how fast you can upgrade your player and get NIL deals, gain more access to the playbook and more plays and all that good stuff. So looks like it's all going to be about the player grade. We've increased the number of skill groups from 10 to 20, allowing for more gradual development and greater control. I hope that means that you get a little more skill points each game, since it's going to take double to max out your character. But overall, I like this, so that way you're not switching between, like, one upgrade you get 7 speed and then another one you get 1. It's going to be a little more evened out this year. Unlike Dynasty players, you will not receive offensive progression, so there's increased importance on how you spend your time during the season. It's just like it was last year. So one change they made here is last year, advancing an ability tier only required a single attribute rating, so like 95 toughness to unlock Platinum Workhorse. This year, some of the upgrades are going to require 2 different attribute thresholds for you to be at. So it says, like here, for Platinum Shifty, you're not just going to need 97 change of direction, you're also going to need 96 acceleration to be able to even unlock that, to then spend skill points on it. There are more than 160 Rivalry Bowl and individual award trophies to collect. That's awesome. I'm super excited to play this. I think this looks dope. I think this will probably be the game mode that I'm going to play the most. I think it's awesome that they added high school. That's just going to add so much gameplay, so many hours that we didn't have before. The presentation with how you grab the hats, the fact that you can toss some of them. They've added the different throwing motions, different stances, different gear, different body types. Overall, it looks like they've added a lot to Road to Glory in this upcoming game, 26. So I'm gonna play a ton of Road to Glory. So I'm looking forward to it.